All right, so we are just about done with the electrical rough-in. Um, so this is the kitchen area. I got those 3 blue boxes in. I put them I put a separate. Oh, you can't see this one. I put a separate circuit on every one so that they won't trip the breaker if they put yeah, a microwave or something, microwave or a toaster oven or something. This is all the old electrical that my friend put in, and it's pretty garbage. We're taking it all out. Um, the supply line is going to go through those holes in the concrete, and from there it's going to go. It's going to come from the hot water heater and the cold water inside, and then come up here. And then, as you see, I've started to patch it over. It's kind of a mess because, well, I didn't want to go in the attic. I felt like the attic would be fine for not freezing, but I was wondering if the city would have a problem with it. So instead I came through this wall, and this corner was the hard part to get through, but we had just enough room to get it in the corner. And then I was concerned about how many seconds you'll have to run the water before it gets hot, because it's about 40 feet of run. So I made it diagonal to save, I don't know, maybe 3 feet. 3 feet, so I guess it get hot 10% faster there. So then this is the bathroom, all the rough in. I'll show you the, this is of course what an electric panel looks like when you just hang the wires down. We have to tie those all into the panel. So we started to rough in the sliding glass door. We haven't got that framed yet. That's one of the last things we have to frame. I got a window that slides sideways for this 3x3 window, but I got to return it because we need it to slide up and down so we can put an air conditioner in it better if we want to do a window air conditioner. So this is a heater, just a wall heater I bought. I got this for a pretty good deal. I think it was $3.50. So it'll have wall heat, and then, like I said, we might put a swamp cooler in because he wants to cool the garage as well through the house into the garage, or we might put just a big, maybe 12,000 BTU window AC. That's, a mini split would be much better, but that's window AC is much cheaper. So, and they do a lot of BTUs too. This is only 340 square feet, so 12,000 should handle it. Okay. So as you see here, this back wall, we're trying to decide where to put the washer dryer, and we're going to bump out the corner here. So we're going to take out a couple of pieces of wood and make a square. So a couple of pieces of wood will be gone, and then a square, so it'll extend out. We were planning on putting it in the apartment, but it just really cramps the room if we did that. For just the apartment's already so small. The city requires a 2-car garage, but we don't feel like they will ding us for bumping that out into the garage, where it's only 36 inches wide with the 2x6 wall, something like that, to put the washer dryer in. So we think we can get away with that, and it's a way to make our apartment a little bit better and more functional. So this is the bathroom, of course, and all this is the blocking for. My friend is he's a little older, on the older side, so he's going to have a bar in the shower, diagonal bar, and then one here outside of the shower. So I have all that blocking in for that. This is blocked in for a towel rack. I've even blocked this in for a hook. Probably unnecessary. You could probably stick the hook right here, but it gives us more space. And I even blocked in for the vanity, so the top of the vanity, you'll be able to screw it against those blocking. So anyway, that's our apartment progress so far. So I just about have all the electrical done. On the power, or on the lights, we're gonna have lights. This room isn't that wide, so we're just gonna have lights. You can see one every other rafter, 3, 4, 5, and that's quite a bit of light in so little space, but every other rafter spaces it out evenly, so it'll look nice and even. And then one more light in this little cove, and then one more light in this place here. I put most of the lights on more of the lights on this area because this is going to be the bedroom. So I envision if somebody's trying to go to bed and somebody else is up, if you did have 2 people living in here, you'd be able to turn off more of the lights. And then these lights that'll be in the kitchen and entry area, we should put those on a dimmer. So if, say, that scenario, actually we should probably put all the lights on dimmers, but so if you're trying to go to bed, you know, have it on a dimmer, you can turn the bed lights off and then turn down the kitchen lights, because the space is not separated well, so that's the way it is. Anyway, so that's our apartment so far, and it's going well. I ordered some of the big wires from the power meter here. You see the power meter there on Amazon. They won't be here for a week, and so we have a week to get everything done for our 4-way inspection from the city. And then once we get that done, you know, onto sheetrock and all that. So anyway, things are going really well here, and we are excited. Couple months work, I can build another housing unit for somebody. So that's the exciting part. You know, $20,000, you got another housing unit, or probably go a little over 20, but not too much. So that's here from Lehi, Utah.